The situation in northern Israel took a tense turn on Monday, when smoke was seen rising from what appeared to be a rocket launched from Lebanon. This rocket attack follows a series of ongoing military operations by Israel, which began at the start of the month. Israeli forces had crossed into southern Lebanon, where they have been conducting operations along a narrow strip near the border. In response, Hezbollah, a powerful militant group operating in Lebanon, has unleashed thousands of rockets, missiles, and drones towards Israel. This escalation is rooted in a broader conflict, which intensified after Hamas, Hezbollah's ally, launched a surprise attack on Israel on October 8, 2023, igniting the current war in Gaza. In Gaza, the situation remains dire. On the same Monday, thick clouds of smoke were visible from southern Israel, the result of Israeli airstrikes pounding areas in northern Gaza. These strikes, which began overnight and continued into Sunday, targeted homes in the area, leading to significant casualties. According to Gaza's health ministry, at least 87 people were either killed or have gone missing in the aftermath of these strikes. The strikes are part of Israel's ongoing operation against Hamas militants, who are said to be regrouping in northern Gaza. The town of Be'a, one of the first places targeted during Israel's ground invasion almost a year ago, was once again hit hard. Along with the deaths, 40 others were reported wounded in the airstrikes. The Israeli military confirmed that their strikes were aimed at specific Hamas targets, claiming to use highly precise munitions in their operations. In the background of these military actions, diplomatic efforts have been strained. The United States has been urging Israel to consider a ceasefire in Gaza, particularly after the recent killing of Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar. However, neither Israel nor Hamas has shown any serious interest in pursuing such a deal. Talks of peace have remained stagnant since negotiations broke down in August. Israel's focus has largely been on securing its northern borders and continuing its military offensive in Gaza. From the outset of the war, Israel ordered the evacuation of the entire northern third of Gaza, including Gaza City, asking civilians to move southward for their safety. Despite these orders, it's estimated that around 400,000 people have stayed behind, either unable or unwilling to leave their homes in the north. The conflict traces back to a deadly event on October 7, 2023, when Hamas-led militants launched a bold and violent attack on Israel. They broke through Israel's heavily guarded security fence and stormed into the country, killing approximately 1,200 people, the majority of whom were civilians. In addition to the mass casualties, around 250 people were abducted during the attack, and 100 captives are still being held in Gaza. Sadly, it's believed that a third of those captives may have lost their lives during this brutal conflict. The war has taken an enormous toll on Gaza itself, with over 42,000 Palestinians reported dead by local health authorities. However, these figures do not differentiate between civilians and combatants, making it difficult to get a clear picture of the true impact on the civilian population. The destruction in Gaza is staggering. Vast areas of the territory have been reduced to rubble, and about 90% of Gaza's population, which totals 2.3 million people, have been displaced from their homes. This ongoing conflict has left the region in a deep state of crisis, with no immediate end in sight. Outro. Thank you for watching this update on the current conflict in Israel and Gaza. If you found this content helpful, make sure to subscribe to TrueScope for more in-depth reports and analysis on global events. Stay informed, stay aware, and we'll see you in the next video.